Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Justin Wolf from Wolf Customs.
And I'm Larry Roberts. Both Justin and myself pride ourselves in bringing only the best outdoor videos,
where we show only the reality of the situation, none of the staged drama.
So if you want to see what the popular TV shows didn't show, then stay with us and we'll show you the skills and knowledge needed.
We'll show our success and our failures. In many cases, these are things that we've never done ourselves, and we're going to be learning right alongside you.
But what we won't show is the made-up drama, only put in for ratings.
So we've got an absolutely gorgeous day out today. Sun's really coming down and everything else. Yeah, it shoots behind a cloud every once in a while, but you know, really, it's just a really nice day. So, in the popular shows and everything else, when they're trying to achieve solar ignition, you know, they never really have too much of a problem unless the sun darts behind clouds. And one of the means that I've seen them do, and this is something that Larry and I have both discussed and wanted to try for ourselves, is you've seen them use binoculars before, or the lens out of a binocular. Well, the thing is how many people have actually done that? And the reason I ask that is because how many people want to destroy their binoculars to get at their lenses? I know I certainly don't. You know, and I'll be completely honest with you, 90% of the time I don't even carry binoculars on me. Really, the only time I carry binoculars is if I'm going to be glassing deer for a hunt or something like that, and that's it. I never carry binoculars. Now, if I did carry binoculars, it'd be something small, something like this, that I could really put in my haversack, you know, and not going to take up a lot of room. You know, that's exactly what I would use. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This is also the second time that I've shot this video. The first time I shot this video, I lost my footage, quite frankly. I actually shot 2 episodes for this series, and both footages were lost. So it's going to be interesting doing this one over again, because the first time I did this I had some rather interesting results, and so I'm kind of curious to see if I'm going to have those same results, or if it was just the day. You know, I mean, I don't know. We're going to find out today, so that's going to be kind of cool. So the first time I did this video, I took these binoculars here, and I broke one side and got at the lens. So we're going to start this video here exactly how I left off, and we're going to break the other side. So the first thing that I attempted when I pulled these binoculars out was I actually just attempted to see if I could direct the light through the binoculars themselves without damaging them or taking them apart in any way, and it just didn't happen for me. It just wouldn't pass through. So after I realized that wasn't going to be the case, I attempted to just unscrew this back side here, which this side comes off, but this is the focusing lens, so that's going to do me no good. So I tried to unscrew this side. It unscrews, then it still doesn't want to come out. So I had to remove this piece of rubber here. If I can that off just like that, and this still won't come out, but I had to get to that lens right there. That's the one that I need. This piece of plastic right here is preventing that happening. So what I had to do is I had to break this piece of plastic. So that's what I'm going to do right now, is I'm actually going to break this piece of plastic off as well. Now I could achieve this with my multi-tool. I could put that on there, grip it, and break that off. But I want to do it the hard way. I want to pretend that I don't have that luxury of that multi-tool. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to hit this right here just to see if I can crack it and hope that I don't damage my lens. I was lucky the first time. Let's see if I'll be lucky the second time. And there we go. So I think the first thing that we need to establish is whether or not this lens is actually worth, our trouble to begin with. And I think is what we're going to do to find out is we're going to take some charred material and see if we can get an ember with it. Because if we can't achieve an ember with charred material, then there's no way that we're ever going to be able to achieve a fire with natural materials or natural uncharred materials. Alright, let's see if we can do this before the sun goes behind the clouds again. Not seeing any smoke. Alright, there we go. I got a little one right here. It's going to be kind of hard for you guys to see that with the sun, but trust me, I'm not lying to you. There's actually an ember there. Hopefully you can see it. Alright, now just like the first time I shot this video, I did notice something. That even though that material was charred, it still took a little bit to actually get it to take. In fact, that first piece of charred material I put it on, it didn't take. I moved it over to another one and it took. So that's one of those things where it leaves me wondering if it's going to work here. Okay, so this is just a piece of natural material. This is the inner fiber of a cottonwood tree. I'm going to do something that Dave Canterbury showed a while back where he just took it and rolled it up and made a very nice tight little capsule. Almost looks like a little rabbit pellet. And we're going to throw that down there and see if we can get an ember to work, or get an ember with this using that little lens. The sun is coming down very strong right now, and I'm not even getting a hint of smoke. So I'll be honest with you, I'm not entirely sold on this lens, guys. Worked on charred material. I should have at least been able to get smoke right then. So what I'm going to do is I pulled out my magnification card that I always keep in my wallet. We're going to put the magnification card on here and we're going to see if this will get smoke. Get my beam to focus. There we go. You can see the moment I get my beam focused, we instantly get smoke. looks like it continuously, or is maintaining that ember. It's still smoking anyway. Okay, so she's still smoking, so that's a good thing. This is a pretty cool little trick. Dave, thanks for putting that out there, because I had never thought about doing something like that. It'll be a little challenging, aren't we? It's alright, we like a challenge. So that was an interesting little trick. Press that material up, remove the oxygen, get yourself an ember. Good stuff. Okay, so the proof is in the pudding. This lens right here that came out of that pair of binoculars just isn't going to cut it for me. I mean, can I get it done? Probably. Okay, it's going to take me sitting there for a little bit longer, and it's going to, you know, like right now, the sun's behind the clouds. I'm going to have crystal clear skies. The sun's really going to have to be beaming down in order for me to get, you know, a good ember with this little lens, you know, with natural uncharred material. And that's why carrying something like this in your pocket is so important. This thing cost me like $1.50 at Walmart in the optical department. I've carried this for, I think I've had this one in my pocket now for 3-4 years, and it's never let me down. Whether it be charred material or natural uncharred material, it's just never let me down. I'm just not going to rely on, you know, these binoculars. Now, if you carry the big binoculars with you, then sure, that lens is probably going to take care of it just fine. But like I said, for me, I don't carry big binoculars. I'll carry those little bitty ones with me, and that's really about it. So, I don't see this as being a successful practice right here, guys. I honestly see keeping something like this on your person, in your wallet at all times. So anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed another episode of Clothed and Confident. As always, have a good one.